What?
それが最大火力か。面白い。来るがよいアリエス。そなたの全力、世が受け止めてみせよう。
Hey guys, it's GMAN here, and welcome back to another anime reaction. Today we're reacting to episode 3 of A Wild Last Boss Has Appeared. That is right, I'm super excited about this episode because last episode we reacted to was episode 2, and in that episode we got to find out that our boy is visiting the kingdom of the Elf King, who was one of the people who got isekai in the world with him, with the other, like, I think it was 7 or 6 heroes, who were the people who, like, you know, killed our boy, and of course our boy gets some in this world, and supposedly only like 4 or 3 of the heroes are still alive out of the 7. So he's going to interview that guy to see what's going on with the situation of everything. And now we know the Demon King's army is about to invade that place because one of his former subordinates are in the army. So I think we're going to get an awesome fight here today, which I'm super excited about. So I can't wait to react to this. Of course, I will be breaking this down for YouTube. So if you do want the full length reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. Get full length anime reactions, exclusive anime reactions, so much more. Because last week's episode 2 was a build-up episode. So I only reacted to that for YouTube, not YouTube, Patreon, because I knew it wouldn't do well for YouTube. That's how it will be sometimes. So if you do any full length reactions, support me on Patreon. And for right now, though, let's get into it. Okay, here we go. So we're getting a flashback to this rainbow sheep. It was implied last episode that one of his support is a rainbow sheep, which is interesting because it's kind of similar to pigmen in Minecraft, where like they're harmless to people, like they don't fight back at all. But like compared to Minecraft pigmen, where like if you fight them, they'll start fighting you. So it looks like this little guy is one of his subordinates that he raised. So it looks like the sheep's like valuable, super valuable. So it looks like the sheep's wool is value equivalent to gold, so everything's trying to hunt it because it's like a rare monster. Okay, that's cute. Oh my god, he's fighting back. Even though they're not supposed to. Bro's gonna conquer the world and make this little weak little sheep an OP monster. Dude, that's so cute, bro. The sheep literally does not fight back, and it's super valuable, like a rare monster, and that's why everyone hunts it. So it looks like he's literally going to make it one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna make you OP because like I feel for you. I think it's definitely related to like our boy's backstory for his character too. Something was supposed to be. His name is Aries. Okay. Dude, the rainbow sheep's adorable. I'm just gonna quickly say that sheep is so freaking kawaii. Like, and it looks like this sheep is like a part of the Demon Lord's army right now, so it looks like he's gonna see how strong he's actually got in an actual fight. Oh, it's gonna be hype, bro. I'm looking forward to this. And the manga was pretty good. Like, it wasn't the most craziest fight, but it's still one of those fights that was still pretty good. So it really depends on how hard the animes go. They could either go really weak for this or really insane. I'm also gonna just quickly say the anime opening this season is so good. Like, the only thing that can make this anime opening better is literally when they do the fight scene for him versus the Demon Lord and the cutscene for it. They don't have the credits in the middle of your face. Lily, just remove the credits right here and be perfect. Oh, so the way I'm gonna use this as CGI here, not particularly the best, but yeah, the Demon King's army is definitely here. So look, like Aries was the one who caused the earthquakes, bro. The little rainbow sheep became an OP monster. Oh, that's so cute. So the Demon King's army is usually trickster-like. And of course, since Aries is in control of this army, he's just fighting fair and square straight up. No tricks involved. So it's taking after its master from our boy. It's actually hilarious and cute. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, being barraged by arrows would be the worst way to go in my opinion. Like, I feel like the two worst ways to go in a fight would be getting stabbed with a spear, and then getting barraged by arrows, and then stabbed in the back, I guess? Especially in the spinal cord, that'd be terrible. That'd be like the 3 worst ways to go. Was there something else I can think of? I was saying, this guy is like surprisingly really strong. He's level 82 from last episode, we know, because a girl I ran into him and he was guiding them around the city. So he's like holding his own really well. My question is, who's the strongest like normal level person in this world? Because we know last episode, you get to level like 1,000, like you have to train every single day of your life without like stopping. So it's impossible to get to level 1,000. So like the highest level person in the world is like probably around like 160 was implied or something like that. So him being level 80 is like really impressive. Because bro's been on the grind for a minute. That he's been constantly fighting. Oh, they're cooked. What? What's this? Yo, what? Bro destroyed all of them. So it looks like it's a special summon. Dude, I would just quickly say this elf guy literally has a summon around this whole city, because this whole city like kingdom is on an island by itself, right? And you think, oh, the water is protecting them. No. The water is protecting him, but also it's a guardian, because literally the whole water is a single entity. Like the whole ocean area is literally just a giant freaking summon. And that's absolutely insane. Dude, I will just quickly say, like, that thing's an absolute unit. I'm looking forward to this episode though, because last episode we reacted to recently was like my gotcha level 99, episode 2. And of course, like, it was another build up episode. And build up episodes don't do good on YouTube, so I usually just put them on Patreon. So like the same thing happened this. I was like thinking this week we might have anything going on. Wait, bro's not level 500? Mark of the Vanquished? So wait, these guys were level 1,000 when he beat him, our boy. But since they lost to Demon King, they got a curse / nerf that lose 50% of power. So these guys are only level 500 out of the level 1,000. So our boy would verse them now, he demolished them 100%. Like, he's 50% stronger than them. Which, in like MMO terms, is like 500% stronger. Actually, no, maybe without 5,000. So it looks like the Leviathan's not gonna verse Aries, our boy's Rainbow Sheep. Yeah, Rainbow Sheep doesn't look rainbow-like. But then again, that would be pretty hard to animate it. This little sheep is now grown so massive, bro. Oh my god, he's aiming at the Lord. Dude, he's intentionally going for the elf. He doesn't care about the monster in front of him. He's trying to get rid of the caster. He knows what's up, the sheep. So if I get rid of the caster, it's a wrap. Also, I want payback too. Dude, this little sheep is a menace right now. This fight is going so hard. Bro's now on fire? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this guy's not gonna be able to do anything, bro. If level 1,000 was needed to beat this sheep, him being level 500 does not help his situation. Oh, he might actually got him a chokehold here. Drowning him? Bro's body is like 90% water, or I think it's 100% water. So him drowning him is definitely the play. What? So it looks like... What? So this whole little sheep's plan was literally to take down the Guardian, and then as a byproduct, he can literally get rid of the kingdom. So he's literally been planning this out for a minute, based on everything. This little sheep's smart, really smart. And now he's really OP too. I was the weakest sheep of... I was the... Oh, that'd be kind of a funny Isekai title. I was the weakest sheep, now I'm the strongest.
そう身につけたようだな。
そういう戦いばかり教えたのはルファス様でしょうね。
ステータス不足を補うために小ずるい戦い方をよくしてたっけ。
Dude, the sheep is cunning, bro. He like took after its master so hard. Looks like our boy's finally stepping into the fight. Here we go, boy. Dude. What? What is he doing with her? Hey, yo. Bro just kicked him through multiple mountains. Oh my god. Bro showing up. He's made his return. Dude knows. Dude knows he's back.
アリエスはヨが引き受ける。先に行くぞ。後から転移でついてくるがいい。
はい。
Dude, bro used her as a baseball bat to knock Aries. Which is so funny.
待ってくれ。アリエスの裏で糸を引き、彼の復讐心を利用した者がいるのだ。君が私の思うものならば、こんなことを言う必要はないと思うが、気をつけろよ。
誰に物を言っていると
Bro.
言いたいところだが、ありがたく受け取っておこう。
Bro's about to lock in.
あ、喋った。お前喋れた。
Aries can speak?
ゲームではメータしか言わなかったのに。世はきっとそなたの望む答えを返してやることができる。
Bro's locking in. Bro. Bro.
他人の空にとでも疑っているのか。
嘘だ。ルファス様は死んだはず。今になって惑わすのか。
別に惑わしてはおらん。まあ、俺が純粋なルファス本人かというと疑問が残るのは確かだが。
Bro, the sheep knows what's up. Bro's like scared. He's like, wait a minute, is this real or not?
幻でも幽霊でもない。
Bro, look at the look in his eyes. He knows it's like, oh shit. Question is, who's pulling this ship's strings? Bro, she's getting the right fight. I was the look on her face right there, it's so good. Bro, bro. Dude. You know, when the facial expressions are good, they're gonna go hard in the fight. Bro just stopped him with one hand. Bro can cause earthquakes and he can't move her. Hey, yo. She's cooked. She's about to get body slammed, bro. Bro Kobe'd him. Dude. Dude. You know it's one-sided, but at the end of the day, like, this is so good. Bro's getting like slapped around, quite literally. You know, like, everyone's like, oh god, the roller's back, the guy's back. Because this guy conquered the world at one point, so they now know he's back. And these guys were struggling, and now they see this, they're just like, this is on a whole nother level. Dude. Is Bro gonna go to the face too? Or is he just gonna, like, use secret ability? What is he doing? What?
そなたの全力世が受け止めてみせよ。
Bro. Bro went into phase 2. Dude. Dude, there's that look. Oh my god. They're gonna probably level that whole train, I'm gonna be honest with you. That whole train's cooked. Bro. Bro stopped him with one hand.
泣き虫だったお前が強くなったではないか。
Bro.
さてどうだ。これでもまだ世を信じられぬか、アリエス。
Hmm? What? She transformed to a girl? Hey, yo, what?
こいつアリエスなのか。人間形態にな。
So she took a human form? So Lexi is definitely not the game anymore because she could talk as a sheep, but when she used to only go bah. But now she's also getting human transformation. Bro, this camera angle.
わかった。
Bro.
心配させて悪かった。泣きやめアリエス。俺の記憶より能力が上昇している。アリエスなりに200年頑張ってたというわけか。
So it looks like she can't exceed her master's level, but she's skills have improved significantly with her stats. Interesting.
そなたが一番目だ。
I'm not gonna lie, the sheep turned to level 1000. I don't think that kingdom would probably stood a chance.
世についてこい。異論は認めぬぞ。お羊のアリエス。
I'll say her character design is so nice. Like when I saw the manga, it was pretty cool, but I was wondering how they could animate her. I thought they were just gonna make it like a blonde, but Lily just gave her like partially rainbow hair or neon. I should probably say neon. What the hell? Rainbow sheep acquired? Has joined your party. Okay.
それとそこの見知らぬ人もよろしくお願いします。ミッキー、アリエス様、本当に私に見覚えありません。ずっとマファルドにいたんですよ。
Dude, no one remembers this chick from the tower.
ないですか。あ、いつも背景と同化していた人。ひどい。驚きました。あそこから移動できたんですね。私は。
Bro was so much of a background character, he just blended in so hard. Dude, everyone forgets about the person who stints in the corner. She just has those kind of vibes.
俺もディーナに誰だっけって聞いてしまったな。ディーナは世がこの世界に戻ってから献身。
Poor Dina, bro. Everyone forgets about her because how insignificant she was. Well, that was a good episode. Who's this? So it looks like a demon general now going to intervene. Okay, well, that was episode 3. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna debate us for a second there really hard with no fight, but no, they did not do this. They didn't debate us. So that was episode 3 of A Wild Last Boss has finally appeared. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this episode for a second there we were gonna get the real fight. I legit thought that for a second there, but thankfully that wasn't the case because I literally saw we got to that 17-minute mark. In that 17-minute mark means one of two things: they're gonna tease us at the fight, then end it just a bit, or they're gonna go hard with it. And they went hard with it. I'm gonna quickly say this fight was very good. Now, do I think it was anything crazy? Not really. It wasn't solo level. It wasn't like anything super insane. But I do feel like if I had to compare it to the manga, I would say this fight was either above average or just as good as the manga. I'm not too sure how to feel about that because sometimes when you watch an anime, it gets adaptation from its light novel or manga. If this one's from its light novel, I feel like this fight definitely was a good adaptation of it. It did exceed it in some parts, but I never felt like it went above and beyond. I felt like it was very, very good though. But I will just quickly say this though, that rainbow sheep was so freaking cute, bro. So Lily, dude, had this rainbow sheep, and this rainbow sheep is like one of those rare NPCs you find in like a dungeon sometimes, and you want to hunt them down because if you hunt them down, you get some variable drops from them. And this rainbow sheep is not valuable for like anything else besides its wool. So everyone is targeting it just because of the fact it wants to hunt it. And these guys are supposed to be one of those NPCs that really don't fight back at all. You kind of just like body them like a slime and call it a day. But slimes fight back. I guess there's a little bit of difference between the two. But this sheep was so annoyed at getting bullied that it literally stood up for itself finally. You know, it stood up against the wrong person, but at the end of the day, it was super quiet when it did it. And it looks like our boy took it in. He became the conqueror of the world and made him one of his subordinates. And that sheep literally blew up, quite literally. Bro can now cause earthquakes. Bro's an absolute freaking unit, like a chunky unit at that. Probably a 32-bit at that. But, oh my god. It was like so cute to being such a menace. But I will quickly say, bro, he was so cunning in that fight. I was not expecting that. So that whole fight was literally, hey, the sheep was going to target the summoner. I thought it was going to be one of those things where like the sheep's targeting the summoner because like one, he can get revenge, plus two, if he gets rid of the summoner, he gets rid of the guardian. But he knows he can't get rid of the summon. So he's literally targeting the guy, so that way it takes a direct hit to protect its master, but also that cuts significantly most of itself. So when it finally does get the sheep Aries in a strangle point where it looks like it's gonna win, psych, no, it's already too weak to do anything about it, so it can't really do much to actually finish him. But the way that Leviathan thing showed up was pretty cool. Like, it showed why it was the guardian of that city, because we knew like last episode that whole city was on an island, and the whole water, there was like a massive ton of water. That thing was all just a monster with so much hit points. It was like 999999999, something like that. It wasn't, I don't think it was all nines, but it was supposed to be implied that it was chunky at that. So chunky sheep versus the ocean, Rainbow Sheep won. But dude, that fight went so hard. I literally thought we were gonna get that fight for a second there, and bro used Dina as a baseball bat. The Kobe of the sheep's attack and the sheep itself into several mountains. If that doesn't show how OP our guy is, I don't know what will. I'm just gonna quickly say this fight was great. I don't think it was anywhere close to like Eminence's shadow level or solo leveling level, but I will definitely say this is such a great adaptation of the fight between our boy and Aries. I think I'm saying his name right. I could be saying it wrong this whole time. If I am, feel free to roast me in the comments. But when our boy finally stepped in, that sheep was definitely doubting him that he was the real thing, because everyone knows like how are you still alive, because like there should be no way you're still here. But my question with it is, if our boy got isekai in the game, right? So he got like that, and then he gets summoned to another world. I guess he got summoned to another world and got summoned back to the second time. I know the whole thing with it is I'm curious on how like the 7 heroes got originally summoned with the world in itself, because we know only 4 of them around. So like, what happened there? You know what I'm saying? And I'll just quickly say that nerf they got by the Demon King. Like, how OP is the Demon King if he took on several level 1000 heroes and still won that? Like, is our boy going to be able to beat the Demon King? Because keep in mind, actually no, if you think about it like that, if it took 7 heroes to take down our boy that level 1000, and the Demon King's level 1000, he took down 7 heroes, and they had to like really, it was multiple attempts to beat our boy. I was gonna say like maybe the Demon King is not gonna be more OP than our boy, but I feel like the Demon King now and our boy are probably on similar level, just because of the fact that our boy lost to 7 heroes, but it took them multiple attempts. The Demon King beat them on one try, but he didn't beat them in multiple attempts, if that makes sense. So I think our boy's still powerful, the Demon King. I'm not too sure though. We have to actually see a fight between it, but I'm pretty confident to say our boy probably can crush the Demon King, because we know now like the Demon King only invaded the world after our boy disappeared, because he conquered the world. So now that everyone knows our boy's back, and based on that fight alone, dude, there's definitely going to be a new king in charge. It's just to say at the very least, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. Like, this episode was fantastic, to say at the very least. But yeah, what are your guys' honest thoughts about this episode? Let me know in your comments in the script. My tongue is just getting tangled because I'm like trying to think of thousands of things at once. But yeah, let me know what your guys' honest thoughts about this episode is in the comments down below. Curious to see what you guys say. Were you happy with this fight? Were you upset with this fight? Like, let me know. Me personally, I think this is a great adaptation. A little bit above and beyond in some parts, but I'm just looking forward to more. And of course, if you do want the full length reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. And get subscribed to miss future game reactions. I'll see you from now on. GMAN out.